Hey, I'm Splashes, and welcome to Minecraft Maniacs 28. That was a really fast swing. Wow. Swing, 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 swing. Uh, sorry. Hi, I'm Splashes, and welcome to Minecraft Maniacs 28. And I have been a massive, massive derp. So today we are starting off in the Mesa biome, because I need to collect some terracotta for a project that we'll be doing. And right now, a bunch of projects are all coming together. So, for Halloween, we're going to be making a model of a Clemson-class destroyer, the Reuben James, who was sank on October 31st, 1941, and was the first U.S. destroyer sunk by German U-boats. But in order to do that, we are going to need a lot of terracotta because we're going to make it all entirely out of cyan terracotta, and I think that'll be really pretty. But as for the derps, so I flew over here, set up my beacon, realized that I did not have enough because I only brought one stack of iron blocks. Then I had to fly back, get another stack of iron blocks, as well as some iron bars so we could go ahead and replace or activate the beacon. At which point I realized that's still not enough for a haste 2 beacon, but it is at least enough to turn the beacon on, and I only need haste 1 to instamine. So, good job, me. Good job. But first things first, let's just run into a quick hyperspeed dig mode and get ourselves up about 4 shulkers here of this terracotta stuff. And I might go ahead and just fill up my inventory on top of that with some of this orange sand because it's pretty and maybe I'll use it at some point. And orange sand is kind of a hard to come by material. See you soon. So, I may or may not have been a massive derp, and I may or may not have slightly forgotten to hit record on the time lapse. So I may or may not be able to put a time lapse of the recording that I may or may not have not recorded, because I may or may not have not pressed the button. By which I mean I am a massive derp. But fortunately, I am not the only derp today, because one of my friends, Jotek, who lives down in his cave down there he is, you can see him bouncing. Hi, Johto. Accidentally started a raid in my base. And you can see I have laid down these rails again, because I lost 3 villagers. Silk Touch, Sweeping Edge, and Unbreaking. So that is really disappointing, and now we have to go through this whole process again. And I have already set up a little thing down here, and hopefully this will be able to push the villagers far enough. Boing, 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 boing. So, and hopefully this will actually work. The villagers will come down here, swing around, and then slot into place. But let's go up and fly on into the sky to gather ourselves our first villager. But fortunately, it looks like we didn't lose any other villagers besides those 3. Oh, crap. Okay. Take 2. I now have minecarts. Press the button. Hopefully... Why aren't you going? Go. Normally when I press this button, they just fall right out. Why aren't you falling out? What's happening? What the heck? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I have 3 villagers. Let me just stick a couple more minecarts down. No, I guess I can't. Okay. And villager explosion. Okay. Jeez. Heck, how many villagers were in here? Okay. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Of course, you are probably going to hate me now. Everything's probably going to be super duper expensive because I just slaughtered a whole bunch of villagers because, like a dodo, I did not light them on fire. Okay, come on. You're almost there. Come on, just... Well, there we go. Now I've made more of a mess. Let's see how much of a mess I can make of this whole thing. Okay, well there we go. I finally got a villager down. Ow. Ow. That took the entire day! And I don't think the villager is coming all the way down. Because I need to go... Let me go get some fire. Ugh. I hate villagers. I hate villagers so much. And I have no idea where the heck I have a flint and steel. Ugh. There we go. There's a flint and steel. Oh, jeez. Everything's so expensive. No. Oh, jeez. Okay. We're gonna have to wait on this for quite a while. But I suppose in the meantime, one of the next things we can go ahead and do while we're waiting for our villagers to go ahead and get cheap, and there's a bunch of villager heads I don't need, and oh my god, I can't. Why? Why, Joe? Why did you do this to me? You fool! You foolish fool! You have made me miserable! It's okay. It'll be fine. So, the next thing I want to do is, in here, we're going to build ourselves a cactus farm. That'll start probably around this level here, and then just go up nice and high. And it'll just be one of those passive cactus farms that uses a bunch of cactus, a bunch of sand, and a bunch of... Ooh, we have all that red sand. I bet that would make our farm really pretty and sort of like a unique color. I think I might do that. Yeah, I have all this red sand here. I do not have a lot of cactus though. So I'm going to go get some cactus, and then I'm going to go ahead and we can jump into a time lapse of the cactus farm. So let's enter into one more hyperspeed build mode. End of hyperspeed build mode. And it's actually been a couple days since we recorded that time lapse, but look at it up here, And I think the decision to make it so it was every other block was a very good decision. It looks really awesome and it looks fantastic at night, which hopefully we should be getting to see here real soon if someone doesn't sleep first on us. But it is, I think it looks really cool. And it's fast, it produces a lot of stuff. I still need to go ahead and make something. Hello. Also, I have a trident. So that's kind of fun. This thing's already completely filled up with cactus, and there's a bunch of stuff just hanging out up there. Hold on, let's see. Is it dark enough yet? We can see it nicely? Not quite. But you can see just how much this is going to light up in the middle of the night. It's really pretty. You could just, yep. I figured that was going to happen. So we can come up here to this level, and you can see the farm a little bit more in detail. That we just have a sea lantern underneath a bit of red sand, since the red sand would be pretty, and yeah, it was pretty. I like the red sand. Then with the cactus, and then just surrounded by glass. And in theory, the cactus should bounce off the glass and fall straight down. In practice, it doesn't necessarily do that. Like this stuff over here. What are you doing? What are you doing with your life? But that's no matter. So, on the right side, we got a farm done. But, I've been a massive derp. Multiple times. So, yesterday, a bunch of us it had turned into a lightning storm. And I got my trident, and I was excited about it. And I have channeling on my trident. So, we were having fun in this giant lightning storm, all playing around. And there was a skeleton horse over here by my villagers. Without thinking, I threw my channeling trident at the skeleton horse there and turned these 7 villagers into witches. And then lightning struck again, and it turned a bunch of these villagers into witches. So I lost like 15 villagers and spent most of the day trying to fix that. I've also gone ahead and rearranged this slightly. I've gotten rid of 2 of our Fletchers and 2 of our Wool Makers because they weren't really useful, and I lost 2 Fletchers anyway. And I replaced this armor, so he now sells iron, which is useful. And now we have 8 toolsmiths, which means we can sell up to, I think it's 12 stacks of iron. And that will give us 3 stacks of emeralds, and that's pretty nice. Just have a little bite to eat here quickly. Oops, hit the wrong thing. Oh, I forgot to grab my stuff. Also, I've gone ahead and expanded the map slightly, but I guess I screwed it up because I kept accidentally making copies of maps. And I apparently didn't make a map for over here. But in here, we should have all the stuff that we should need for our next project today. And that is going to be that we are going to make that cave and dragon that's going to be lurking underneath the lighthouse. And I think it's going to be really awesome. So let's just fly on over to spawn. And I think we should check on our shops too. I have a feeling there's going to be quite a bit of diamonds in there for us. So I really need to... Oi! Rude. Stop sticking banners everywhere. It attracts more pillagers, I think. Ooh. 27 diamonds there. Ooh. So we are... Oops. Nothing there, nothing there. Ooh, 2 diamonds there. And nothing there. So we will have to stock this up quickly. But that's 83 diamonds? And obviously I've been picking stuff up and just shoving them in this corner for a while. So we will fill that up after we build this dragon. But so the idea for the dragon I have is going to be using red sandstone and the smooth sandstone. And they're going to make a cave right here, and the dragon's going to be laying his head out onto the land here, and we're probably going to have to sort of get rid of this bay somewhat, because I don't think there's going to be enough room for us to place the dragon otherwise. This is going to stick out pretty far. But I think it's going to be super awesome, and I can't wait to get started. So with that, let's enter one more Hyperspeed build mode and get building. And end of Hyperspeed build mode. And we now have ourselves a lovely little cave. I'm stuck on bamboo. A lovely little cave here, as well as a dragon. And I don't know, this guy looks pretty cool to me. We had to, you can see in the thing though, we had to go ahead and redesign him because I realized that it was just not gonna fit. Like, I think this is like right about the right size. It would have been nice if it could like do 2.5 blocks, or just make them like ever so slightly smaller. But like, you can still sort of imagine that this creature can squish up into this little cave and be comfortable enough-ish. Because lizards like to squish up in little spaces. And look, he even has little feet. Little tiny feet. And derpy little things. And unfortunately from the front he doesn't look that great. Or even from... Actually from there he doesn't look too bad. But I think from the side, like here, he looks best. But I'm really happy with this. And the cave is really, really pretty. And it's just kind of unfortunate that with this giant dragon here and all this leaves and detail and stuff, that it's actually probably a little bit too much. And sort of overtakes the cave, and those shouldn't go all the way to the ground. Do I have any? I don't have any string on me. Is there any string over here? We've also gone ahead and added a bunch of lighting into the ground to try and cover things up. And along here we've gone ahead and added in a layer of sandstone to sort of smooth out the shore a little bit, and I think it looks nice. So I'm really happy with this, and this is my first time making a dragon in Minecraft, and I think we're going to do this a lot more. It was lots of fun, and I love dragons. They're really awesome. And my friend Jojo, wherever he went, he was over here, being a bit of a nuisance, as he's wont to do. He was really excited about the dragon, like, climbed into here, pretended to be a hatchling. It was really cute. He was so excited. But we're going to be making quite a few more dragons yet. I think at some point I'd like to add some dragons on top of the lighthouse, and maybe I'll add some leaves coming down so it sort of fits in with the theme here that the leaves have sort of overgrown this place, and it's still an active area filled with dragons, but it doesn't have a lot of the maintenance that it used to. And maybe I could add some vines and leaves hanging off that too. But I was thinking having like 2 dragons climbing around on here playing, like I was planning to do for 4 words for the redstone shop. But I think it's really cool, and I can't wait to do some more. And I think with that though, we can go ahead and end. Thank you for watching. Ivan Splashes. Bye bye.